Good morning to one and all present here this morning, Toastmasters, participants, role players, guests, and obviously the judges. I'm Anirudh, Toastmaster Anirudh, and I'm the Sergeant at Arms for this meeting. And I'm proud to welcome you all to the annual club contest of Universal Toastmasters Club. Today, with the power of words, the participants can go on and prove their worth at the area level, and some will even go on to prove their worth at the division and the district level. So it is the beginning of an very interesting journey that we are going to have over the next 6 months. That being said, for the benefit of everybody present here today, allow me to state the Toastmasters mission. We provide a supportive and a learning experience in which members are empowered to develop communication and leadership skills, resulting in greater self-confidence and personal growth. Now, this club contest is being held digitally. Hence, we need to keep in mind a few rules and regulations that we need to follow during the course of this meeting. Remember to switch off your video whenever you are getting up so that you don't create a disturbance to anybody who's speaking. Please keep all your mobile phones in silent mode. Use your reactions button in the bottom of your screen to show appreciation for the speakers here. Now, since everybody is in their own comfort of their homes, they know where the washrooms and the fire exits are located. So that saves me from doing that bit. And in any Toastmasters meeting, we have a few taboo topics which we need to remember and not dwell upon. So I would urge everybody to stay away from the 3 taboo topics of religion, politics, and sex. That being said, whenever you are not speaking, always ensure that you are on mute. And finally, always treat the speaker who is on stage how you would want to be treated when you yourself are speaking, right? That being said, without further ado, allow me to take this meeting forward. And to take it forward, I'd like to invite a philanthropist by heart who feels content with working with people of special needs and determination. She's been a Toastmaster for 2.5 years, a professional in marketing and communications, and currently serving as the Area 56 Director. She has been quite active in the Toastmasters fraternity ever since she has joined, and has even won the Best Toastmasters of the award year of 2019-2020. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about nobody else but Area Director 56, Toastmaster Midit. Toastmaster Midit, please take this meeting forward. Over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anirudh. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Universal's annual club contest. I hope that everyone is comfortable. They have taken their breakfast, a cup of coffee. So we are all set to charge into the meeting. You must have noticed on the flyer that the theme for today is that power of words. Words have energy and power with the ability to help, to hinder, to hurt, to harm, and to humble. Words have power. They can destroy and create. Sometimes a single word can change everything. Keep in mind that words are free. It's how you use them that may cost you. Like the sun, kind words shine and can warm others for life. With that note, we are going to dive in, since we are ahead of our agenda timings. We're going to dive into the first category of our today's contest, which is table topics. And to conduct this session of table topics, I'm going to invites someone who has been associated with Toastmasters since 2017. By profession, he is a Toastmasters Club. Since then, he has served various roles like the president and vice president education, and currently he is the president and serving as the PQ of Area 56. So please put your hands together for Toastmaster Farhan to conduct the table topics category. Toastmaster Farhan, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Madad. My voice is clear? Yes? Okay. Yeah. Because network is a little low, or else I'll have to switch to the mobile. All right. So good morning, all the Toastmasters and role players of District 105. Good morning to the judges and the contestants for today's annual club contest. As they say, if you can speak, you can influence. And if you can influence, you can change lives. Yes, so public speaking is very powerful and table topics is at the heart of it. Today, I'm here to conduct the table topics contest for Universal Toastmasters Club. And we will see how the participants use their power of words and their thinking power to present themselves in the contest. So all the best to the participants and the contestants. So before I kick off the contest, I would like to do the basic briefing for the contest. We will be choosing a topic in front of everyone out of the 3 topics that the chief judge will be carrying. Once the topic is selected, we will move all the participants or the contestants to the breakout room, except for contestant number 1, who will stay in the main room. And then the topic will be shared with the contestants one by one as in the speaking order. So now I would like to call for the speaking order of the contestants to ensure that they are all present. If you can come on video and give your presence, and we would like to see your audible visible appropriately. Toastmaster contestant number 1 is Toastmaster Lisa. Can we see you? All
Yes,
right.
I'm here. I'm ready.
Okay. Toastmaster Naveen Kumar, contestant number 2.
Yeah, I'm available.
Okay. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Iram Rizvi.
Hi, am I audible, visible?
Yes.
Thank you.
Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Juan.
Good morning.
Good
I'm
morning.
here.
Yes. Contestant number 5, Toastmaster Archa Suresh. Toastmaster Archa Suresh. Can we see you? Not yet. Contestant number 5, Archa Suresh, have you joined?
Yes, she was there.
Meeting room right now. I think she's just left. Must have got disconnected.
Okay, can we get her back?
Yeah, let's give 2 minutes time for her to join back.
Yeah, let me call.
All right, sure. Yes. So for the contestants already present here, as they say, think before you speak and read before you think. So I'm sure it will get the best out of you today. All the best to all of you once again. Once Toastmaster Archa Suresh joins in, we will tell you the eligibility and rules of the contest.
What about Mohammed Kuti?
No,
Sir, he is not.
yeah.
He's not participating. Okay.
Yeah, so 2 participants from the original list, they are not there here. We have 5 contestants, DTM Ramesh.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Farhan, she will join within 2 minutes. She's restarting her internet. Okay.
Okay. All
We
right.
will just wait for her to join before the contest.
Yes, we'll wait for her.
Timer, please not within another 1 minute.
Yes, I would like to see the timer as well. When we are speaking, when we are telling about the timing rules, we'll be required to show the red, amber, and green. So Rahma is the timer.
Yes, Toastmaster Farhan. She's
Okay,
timer.
but
You
we
can
don't.
check the green. I mean this timing with her.
Okay, yeah, she's here. Good morning, Toastmaster Rahma. Yes, so another probably 50 seconds and for Toastmaster Archer to join.
Let's proceed. I think she's not yet able to join.
Okay. Thank you, DTM Ramesh. So yes, she's not able to join.
If she joined before we go to breakout room, you will include her.
Okay.
But
All right.
continue.
Meanwhile, okay, all the table topics contestants, you have renamed yourself, right? Your name, the TT
Contest
order, and
master. Contest
yeah.
master. I have renamed them who were available as per available list, but we have to make
Okay.
sure if somebody is missing, then we have to reorder them.
Okay. So Toastmaster Iram Rizvi, can you make yourself TT3? So we have TT1 as Lisa. Contestant number 2 is Toastmaster Naveen. Toastmaster Iram, can you make yourself contest TT3? Yes, you've done it. Okay. And contestant number 4 is Juan. Juan, we don't see you now. You were here before. You confirmed. Okay, she's here. Yeah, Toastmaster 4. And then Toastmaster Achashwari, she's not yet joining. So, okay. Meanwhile, we would go ahead with the rules. So, yes, all the contestants, they must be in good standing. The club must be in good standing. And I believe all the contestants are eligible for participating in the contest. So, contestants, your speech, you'll be given a same topic and you will be appearing on the screen one by one in the speaking order. Your speech should be for 1 to 2 minutes. Anyone speaking less than 1 minute or more than 2.5 minutes will be disqualified. The timer, if you can show the demo, there will be green light which will be turned on at 1 minute and will remain on for 30 seconds. At 1.5 minutes there will be amber light and will remain on for 30 seconds. And at 2 minutes there will be red light on, the red signal on, and will remain on until the speech is concluded. There will be no signal used to indicate overtime. However, in the event of a technical failure for the signal of the timer, the speaker will be allowed 30 seconds extra. However, he will not be notified as such. It will be considered automatically. The time begins with the contestant's first definite verbal or non-verbal communication to the audience. Yes. Any protest from the contest will be limited to judges and contestants and must be lodged prior to the announcements of the results, either with the chief judge or myself. So yes, so the rules are clear to everyone. Now we would like to do the selection of the topic. TTM Ramesh.
Farhan, she's there. So
Okay, Toastmaster Archa, can you rename yourself as TT5? And can we see you on the screen with your video?
Yes, she renamed.
Yeah,
I will
I will
repeat.
rename. Yeah, it is
Okay.
renamed. Okay.
Yeah, and can we see you on the video as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And are you clear? Everyone's clear with the timing, or should I repeat? 1 to 2 minutes?
Yes.
Can you switch on your video, please? Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Contestant, please switch on your video. Joan, Toastmaster Iram. Please switch on your video. And timer, can you hide your face by
Yeah, just-
putting a finger on the camera? Are you on laptop?
TM
Please.
Rahma?
You are not audible. Can you just put a finger on the camera? Yes.
Yeah.
Now try to change the slide, please. Green. Green. Yellow. Red. Great. Yeah. When you are showing the time, kindly put the camera like this. Put a finger and hide the camera.
Yeah.
I don't want any distraction from the timer point of view for the contestant. Okay.
Yes. You can keep a
Yes.
piece of
And,
paper or something.
Excuse me,
And
Chief
contest-
Judge. Chief Judge, she can do one thing instead of placing the finger. She can just keep a white paper in front of the camera
yeah, or some cards on the camera so that you don't have to hold it.
with a half of an inch
Very
with
good.
space.
That's fine. Yeah. Now, as long as you can change it, fine. Now, contestants, once you are moved to breakout room, if you get disconnected, you will be disqualified from the contest. You cannot come back and participate if you get out from the breakout room. And as your turn comes, from the second speaker onwards, the Zoom master will bring you to the main room. You do not have to leave the room because we don't want any technical glitch at your end. So Zoom master will let you know how to come as and when your turn comes. So do not get hurry and get out of the contest. Wish you all the very best. I think other rules are all explained. Minimum speaking time is 1 minute. Maximum is 2 minutes 30 seconds. More than that, it will be disqualified. Or less than that, it will be disqualified. And your topics, who is the first speaker to Toastmaster Liz? Liz, I have 3 topics. If you can see from my hand. You see 3 flowers here? Can you see 3? Let me remove my background, probably that can.
Or she can tell the number. Yeah.
Can you see three flyers? You know, this I would name as 1, 2, 3. So which one would you prefer?
1. 1.
1.
Please. Yeah.
Okay. Now, Farhan, I think that I have your WhatsApp, or if you can say
Yes.
hi to me.
Yes, already done, sir.
1 minute.
Sorry, my video is not working.
Chief Judge Arsha was missing. She just joined back.
She just joined back. Okay. Her video is not working.
Yeah, now I joined through my mobile.
Oh, okay, no problem. Now don't get disconnected. Did you send a hi to me, Toastmaster Farhan, on WhatsApp?
Yes. Yes, yes. It's 0254, right? Your number.
No, 555. 300 0254. Yeah, I did not get it.
Okay, this is the old one. Okay.
1 minute, let me find you here for
Yeah, I'll just remember.
here.
Yes, I got it.
Now I will send you this one. Once you get this topic, let Zoom Master take everyone to the. Don't read this until I
Yes.
put them in breakout room. Just confirm you have received the topic. Have you got the topic?
Yes. So basically, both the lines are the whole topic, right? Yes. Yeah. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I
That is
request.
the best. Yeah. So without any break and with the same tone until the all contestants address, please use the same tone. Do not
Okay.
change your style of reading it. Now,
Okay.
may I request the Zoom Master accept the speaker number 1, all other to be taken to breakout room, including me. And topic master, please hold on until I come back from breakout room.
Sure, Chief Judge. I'll confirm when all the contestants are
Okay.
in the breakout room.
Meanwhile, contestants and role players, DTM Sujil is our acting chief judge. He's also be taking care of the contest in case if I have any problem, and most likely he'll be taking care of the next few segments. So DTM Sujil is also chief judge for this contest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Now,
after every speaker, there'll be 1 minute of silence for the benefit of timer and
yes. Yeah. Yeah. And
everyone.
for the last speaker,
And,
3 minutes of silence.
Yes.
During
So
the
all the
silence,
best.
Zoom Master will bring each speaker as their turn comes.
Yes. So all the best to all the contestants. Give your best.
Zoom Master, can we create a breakout room and take from all except Toastmaster TT1?
Sure, Chief Judge. All contestants except contestant number 1, you will receive a message on your screen. Please join the table topic room.
Toastmaster Naveen not joined. Naveen, can you join the breakout room?
You have received a message on your screen, Toastmaster Naveen.
Yes.
All right, perfect.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Contestant number 1.
Contestant.
Just hold on.
Wait.
Just hold on. I'll just come back.
Yeah. Meanwhile, contestant number 1, Toastmaster Lisa, can I see you on video and check your audio?
Yes, I'm ready. Audio
Yes.
is working clearly?
Yes, it's perfect.
Great.
So let's wait for the chief judge and we take his permission to start. Lisa, the timer screen is visible to you, right? The timer is also visible to you, right?
Yes, timer. Yeah, it's visible now.
Okay.
Yes, table topic master, you may please go ahead. And table topic context chair, you may go ahead and make sure before you hand over the topic, their audio, video, visibility and audio, video is okay before you hand over the topic.
Yes, thank you, DTM Ramesh. Now we proceed with the contest. Toastmaster Lisa, we have already checked your audio and video, and timer screen is visible to you. Toastmaster Lisa, the topic for you is believe in yourself, the desire of your heart will be granted successfully. Believe in yourself, the desire of your heart will be granted successfully. Toastmaster Lisa, over to you.
Wow, what a beautiful morning. This is amazing. The energy is great. And now I hear that we have an amazing topic, table topic for me to talk about. Believe in yourself. This is so important. It is the time for us to attract the positive energy. After all the pandemic, and we have been through many challenges, this is the time now to believe in yourself and let the energy flow to you. Your heart will be granted. This is an amazing opportunity now to invest in yourself. Believe in yourself. And it's called the law of abundance. Abundance will flow to you when you attract the right energy. So believe in yourself will attract a positive vibe, and all that you desire will be granted in your heart. I strongly agree with this topic, and I really believe in it, and I believe in myself, and I wish that I can let you all believe in it. Believe in yourself, let the energy flow, and let us attract all the positive things in our lives. Let our heart be granted with our desires. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster contestant, Toastmaster Lisa. Timer, you may note the timing and then start another minute for a minute of silence, please.
Contest chair, during the 1 minute, while judges will mark their ballots, I'll confirm once the table topic contestant number 2 is in the room.
Yeah, you can bring them in. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Naveen Kumar.
Toastmaster Rahma, our timer, you have to confirm once the 1 minute is over so we can proceed.
1 minute is over.
Okay, so you must show green light, yeah, for the next section. Okay, once the 1 minute is over. Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Toastmaster Rahma. Welcome back, Toastmaster Naveen. Can we check your AV, please? Can you unmute?
Yeah, is it audible now?
Yes, it's perfect.
Sure.
So contestant number 2, Toastmaster Naveen Kumar. Your topic is believe in yourself. The desire of your heart will be granted successfully. Believe in yourself. the desire of your heart will be granted successfully. Toastmaster Naveen, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Farhan. I always believe in myself whenever I want to achieve my goals. Okay, and I try to plan it and then try to break down the huge plan into small bits of things and achieve the small bits so that I can achieve my goals. And I firmly believe in whatever what I want to do is okay, can be achievable. I don't think it. I take it from my heart, and I will sit with my friends. Okay, when I'm planning it and take their feedback, and then go ahead and try to. It is my desires actually. Okay, so I'll make a very good plan so that I can achieve it. Simple things. I break down my habit, these plans into a small bit of habits. Okay, that will also help me. And to achieve these desires, we should have a firm belief in ourselves. It is not that sometimes there will be odds that will happen, but it is a small challenge in achieving your goals. You should not break down. That is something. It is like an impromptu challenge. Okay, and then we have to take it up and then move to the next steps. When you achieve your goal, the happiness, okay, the fulfillment that you have is very awesome, and it makes you learn out something new, and the confidence levels of a person will improve once you achieve your goals. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. I request Toastmaster Rama to note the timing and put 1 minute for a minute of silence, please. Meanwhile, moderator, you may please bring in contestant number 3, Toastmaster Iram Rizvi.
Hello.
Toastmaster Iram, wait for the timer to intimate once the 1 minute is over.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Rama. Toastmaster Iram, yes, can we check your audio, please?
Hello, Toastmaster Farhan.
Yes, good morning. You're audible. Have you pinned the timer? Are you able to see the timer screen as well?
Yes, I can see.
All right, perfect. Okay. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Iram Rizvi. The topic for you is believe in yourself, the desire of your heart will be granted successfully. Believe in yourself, the desire of your heart will be granted successfully. Toastmaster Iram Rizvi, over to you.
Thank you very much, Table Topics Master. Believe in yourself, your wish would be granted if you believe in yourself. Okay. I do not go with the topic. I would actually differ it, because in my life, I have experienced that if you have a dream and if you have a wish, as much as desire you have around it, you will only get it if you work hard for it. When I was 18 years old, my dad was diagnosed of cancer. I had to step out to fund my own education. And for that, I gave 28 interviews. And I kept doing that for 2 months and 6 days till I got my first job. And on my first job, I learned the ladder to go towards the MNC. And while driving towards the Sheikh Zayed Road, I would look at Dubai Internet City and see the brand new building of Microsoft and say, I want to go there someday. And with that desire in my heart, I took up the ladder to understand that what is a reseller, what is a dealer, what is a distributor, what is a vendor, what is a principal, and what is an MNC. And at the age of 21, with that hard work and with that desire in me of day and night trying out, reaching out to people, learning, doing certifications, finishing my graduation, I joined Microsoft. And after Microsoft, with my desire to grow into a regional level, I joined Cisco at the age of 24. If you are thinking, I'm going to tell you my age of the startup and IBM and Schneider, I'm not going to do that. I will stop at 24. But today, wherever I am, the major thing is that I had lots of desires. I wanted to be the PM of Pakistan. But if I work towards that, I would reach to it. Desires could be many, but you need to spend your days and night working towards it. Over to you, Table Topics Master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Iram Rizvi. Yes, timer, you can mark a minute of silence before the next speaker starts. Thank you, Toastmaster Rama. Moderator, can we have contestant number 4 on screen? Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Juan.
Juan is here in the main room.
Yeah, thank you. Toastmaster Juan, can we check your audio?
Yes, can you hear me well?
Yes. Can you see the timer screen as well?
Wait a moment.
You can pin the timer screen.
Where is timer?
Timer Rahma Unib.
I can't see any photo yet. So right now, black. Oh, okay, now it's good.
Yeah. So you can see the timer screen, right?
Yes, but I can't
Yes.
see you now. Wait a moment.
No worries. It's fine. You can see the timer, right?
Oh,
That's
yes,
okay.
I can see the timer.
Yeah. No problem. So Toastmaster Juan.
Contest chair, I would request to please make sure we do not have Sunny Ratam in the breakout room. I would request Chief just to please confirm. We can't keep contestants into the isolation room without any attendance.
Sajat and Arm.
I can be there, no problem. I will be there, okay?
Okay. Yeah, you can assign Ditim Rahim to that room, please.
Sure, please wait until
Moderator.
I confirm.
Yeah. Are we okay now, Faisal?
Yes, contest chair. We have Sergeant Tom Anirudh in the breakout room. You can proceed.
All right. Thank you so much, moderator. Toastmaster Juan, yeah, the topic for you is believe in yourself. The desire of your heart will be granted successfully. Believe in yourself. The desire of your heart will be granted successfully. Toastmaster Juan, over to you.
Okay, if I hear you right, it is the topic for me is believe in your heart. The desire of believe in yourself. The desire of your heart will be granted what? Successfully.
Successfully. Yes, that's correct.
So when will I start?
Yes, you can start. You can start.
Okay. Okay, so believe in yourself. The desire of your heart will be granted successfully. That's a great topic for me. As we know, we in the study journey, we are trained to listen to our brain. We leverage, mirror everything to follow our head brain inside. But when I started to explore the world, I feel in my life is not listen to my heart. Instead, I learned the power of the heart. I start to listen to my heart when I encounter the big choice in my life. The principle of the heart and the principle of the principle of the heart and the principle of the brain, they are two different systems. It's like when we follow our brain, it's like we calculate. It's like 1 + 1 = 2. That is a very scientific or physics. It's about physiology. But when we listen to our heart, 1 + 1, maybe it's not equal to. It's bigger than 2. Like think about the love. When we share more, we get more. When we contribute more, we receive more. So it's totally different from the brain. Brain said, okay, when you give more, you have nothing left. So so that's when we so in our life, I always believe that believe in yourself. Listen to your heart. Listen to what your heart is trying to guide you. And you will find the happy life. That's my topic today. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster Juan. Can we have 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark their ballots? Thank you, Toastmaster Rama, for signaling 1 minute of silence is done. Toastmaster Archa,
Yes.
welcome to the main room. Can we hear you? Can we check your audio?
Yeah,
Can
I
you say
can
good
hear
morning
you.
here?
Yeah, good morning. Am I audible?
Yes, perfectly audible.
Okay.
Can you check whether timer screen is visible on your device?
Yeah, I have changed it.
You can see
I
the
could,
timer, right?
yeah.
Perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. All right. So contestant number 5, Toastmaster Archa Suresh. The topic for you is believe in yourself. The desire of your heart will be granted successfully. Believe in yourself. The desire of your heart will be granted successfully. Toastmaster Archa, over to you.
Thank you, contestant. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Believe in yourself, and the desire of your heart will be granted to you. I realized it clearly in November 6th, 2021, while I was traveling from my metro, from my site to my home. Because I was viewing through the window outside, and I was feeling like I did a lot of work in my workplace. I do everything that my seniors tell me. I'm very punctual. I meet all the deadlines. So, what awesome person I am. So, what is the reason not to like myself or not to accept myself the way I am? So, that day I realized that I'm a wonderful person, a very lovely person, and a very thorough professional. And that day I started believing in myself. And consequently, good things started happening to me. I started feeling much more happier. I started feeling much more vibrant. I started believing in my dreams and working towards my dreams. And when you believe in your dreams and were start believing in yourself, there is nothing that can stop you. Also, it will take you to greater heights. Recently, I got a job interview call from my dream company, and it was all because I feel of the magnetic effect that I had, my positive vibes had, my positive energy had. On that note, I conclude my speech by saying, believe in yourself, and nobody can stop you, and nobody can stop from your desires coming true. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archa. Thank you, Toastmaster Rama, for the timing. Yes, believe in yourself. The desire of your heart will be granted successfully. And I'm sure with all the fantastic speeches by the contestants, all the 5 participants, we have concluded the table topics contest, and I'm sure the members and the role players and the audience, they have started believing in themselves a little more, because that is what achieves happiness, and of course the hard work with it. So thank you so much, moderator, for managing the breakout room and the sergeant and arms and the proxy.
3 minutes silence,
uh,
please.
okay. Yes, we have 3 minutes silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Apologies.
Toastmaster Rahim, we will wait for the 2 minutes until Chief Judge will confirm that we can proceed. Toastmaster Rahma, our timer, please do not forget to, all right, great. So we can intimate to Chief Judge accordingly.
Yes, the 3 minutes silence is over. So 1 minute after the contest and 2 minutes for the judges and chief judges to mark the ballots. Thank you so much
Contest
once
chair,
again.
contest chair. The time already has been given. Only we have to confirm from the Chief Judge if they need more
Okay.
time.
Yeah,
Go
Vikim
ahead, go
Ramesh.
ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Can we
Okay,
share
thank you so much,
participant
Vikim
certificate?
Ramesh.
Farhan?
Yeah.
Can we share participant certificate and also
Yes,
picture with
please.
contestant and chief judge and with you also later on?
Yes,
okay?
please. Can we have the participation certificates displayed on a screen? Congratulations to all the participants. It is, it does not win whether you win or lose. It is about the participation and giving your best, believing in yourself, which leads to happiness. So very well done on your participation in your club contest, and wish you all the best in your future journeys as well. Ditim Rahim.
Yeah, you can see.
Anyone else can see because it's not appearing to
Not
me.
yet. We can only see gray screen.
Let me see. Let me share again. Now?
Yes, it's coming now. Congratulations, Toastmaster Lisa.
Toastmaster Rahim, can you make the full screen so I can just spotlight the first contestant and we can have a click? If I request our Sergeant at Arms to please click.
Okay.
If you can
No,
make
you
the
must
full screen.
full screen presentation mode. Yeah, presentation mode. And
Okay.
yeah, with the first one as well. Yeah. All right. Okay. Just go ahead. Probably we can take a collective picture with all the videos on. But Ditim Rahim, you must make it presentation mode.
I think let's share the certificate, then we will take picture. Okay, with contestant and chief judge. Okay.
No problem.
Yeah.
All right, great. Go ahead. Then I'll spotlight everyone
Yeah.
with the contest chairs to take a picture.
Yeah.
Okay.
Congratulations, Toastmaster Naveen and Toastmaster Iram Rizvi, Toastmaster Juan, and Toastmaster Archa Ramesh. So can we have a group picture? All the contestants, please switch on your videos. Yes. Toastmaster Archa, Toastmaster Iram.
I
Quickly,
can't
if you can.
start my video. Sorry.
Even me.
Just hold on because you were with video on and we have to close while the other contestant is speaking. I'll just ask you to open the video and also pin you.
Presentation mode. Yeah, presentation mode.
Yes,
Yes,
Toastmaster
we have.
Arsha, can you please switch on your video so I can also spotlight you?
No,
And
I'm not
Toastmaster
able
Juan.
to.
All right, you have received the message now.
And Toastmaster
Okay.
Juan as well. TT number 4, Toastmaster Juan.
Also, Chief Judge.
I think Toastmaster
Chief
Juan is
Judge,
not
please
there.
switch on your video so we can spotlight. DT Ramesh. Yes. Okay, ready? Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Once again, thank you, moderator, Chief Judge, Sergeant at Arms, and all the participants. And now I would like to hand over back to our MC for the day with the theme, The Power of the Words, Toastmaster Midat.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Farhan. A big round of applause for Toastmaster Farhan for conducting the table topic session so beautifully. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Farhan. I'm sure you all have enjoyed one topic, 5, 6 different perspectives, and difficult for the judges to mark, I'm sure. Now, let me just dive in since we are already late. So I'll quickly dive into the category of evaluation speech contest for Universal Toastmasters Annual Club Contest. And I'm going to be the contest chair for that. So I'm going to quickly run through the rules before we commence the contest. So please allow me to state the rules. The contest shall begin with a test speech. So our mystery speaker is going to present a speech of 5 to 7 minutes, and then contestant will be requested to take down notes while the speaker is delivering their speech. Once the speaker is done with their speech, all the participants will be escorted to the breakout room along with a sergeant and AM, and they will be given 5 minutes. Keep in mind that throughout the session, you need to ensure that your cameras are on, your mics are unmuted, and you are sitting in a position where your writing pad or your paper and pen are visible. Now, apart from that, I will just quickly go through the timings. So the evaluation speech will be for 3 minutes. The green color will be displayed at 2 minutes and will remain on. The yellow color will be displayed at 2 minutes, 30 seconds and shall remain on. The red color will be displayed at 3 minutes and will remain on till the presentation is completed. There will be no indication given to the contestant if he or she exceeds the time limits. Be mindful that a contestant will be disqualified if the speech is less than 1 minute 30 seconds or more than 3 minutes 30 seconds. I hope that all the rules are clear for our contestant. And now I'm going to call out the names of our contestant and would request them to switch on their cameras just to ensure that they are present in the room. And then our judges can also note down your names. So based on the draw of lots that was done last evening, the first evaluation speaker, the first contestant will be Toastmaster Lisa. And if you haven't named yourself, kindly rename yourself so it becomes much more easier for our moderator to move you to the breakout room later on. Toastmaster Lisa, okay, hi, you're there.
Hi. I need
Our
to
second-
rename myself?
Yes,
or not?
please. Yes. For this
To-
category, please rename yourself. So it will be evaluation, EVAL, and
I see it
followed
here.
by your number and name. Yes, it has been shared by
Okay.
the moderator in the Zoom chat.
Before one. Yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you. Our second speaker of the day, our second contestant will be, bless you. Our second contestant will be Toastmaster Aram. Toastmaster Aram, are you there? We'd like to see your smiling face. So we know that yes, you are present.
Iram may not be participating.
Okay, fine. So I'll skip to our third contestant will be Toastmaster Naveen. Okay, there you are, Toastmaster Naveen. I would request to please rename yourself based
Sure.
on the naming convention, which was shared by the moderator in the Zoom chat.
Sure, definitely.
Our next contestant will be Toastmaster Archa. Toastmaster Archa. Okay, there you.
Sorry. Yeah, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. And Toastmaster Joanne will be our fifth contestant. Toastmaster Joanne, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, so we have all our contestants present in the room. Chief Judge, do we have your permission?
There are 5 contestants. What is that? Fifth one, Archa. Okay, Archa is 3. Okay.
It's fixed, Chief Judge. It's fixed now, but we have to confirm again.
Since
am number.
Chief Judge, do you want me to go through the old numbering or the new numbering?
New numbering who are updated because
Okay,
are participating.
All right. So the first one will be Toastmaster Lisa. Toastmaster Naveen, you will be the second participant. Toastmaster Archa, you will be the third participant. And Toastmaster Joanne, you will be the fourth participant. So could you please change the number from 5 to 4 in your naming convention? Great. Thank you so much. Chief Judge, all good?
Yes, you may please proceed. And I sent you the mystery speaker details. You already have it, no?
Yes, sir. I already have it. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I would request all 4 contestants to please keep your cameras on. And I would like to see a paper that you're going to use throughout the session. Okay. Can you please write today's date, your name on the paper? Okay, and on the paper you can write, I am the best. So we know that's the paper you're going to use throughout the session. Okay, and I would request you to stay in a position where you are visible. Chief Judge, shall we proceed? Do we have your permission to invite our mystery speaker?
Yes. Please go ahead. And may all the contestants please switch on your camera. Go ahead.
All right. Thank you, Chief Judge. Now I would like to invite our mystery speaker on the screen. Our mystery speaker has been associated with Toastmasters for last 6 to 7 years, and he has already completed his CC and CL.
No details, please. Only name, title, name.
Okay, so I would request the mystery speaker to please switch on your camera. Okay, is that the position in which you're going to present yourself? Chief Judge, is that okay, or do you want him to adjust?
Can you twist your camera a bit? You are only seeing neck portion. We want to see from your hip above, if possible. Slightly, but slightly more, if you can. Yeah, just tilt the camera like that. Very good. Yeah. Better. At least go ahead. Is he was audible, visible? Can you switch on your mic?
Yeah, am I audible? Testing.
Very good.
1, 2, 3.
Contestant, please check his audible.
Okay, can you please repeat the power of words? Can you repeat the test sentence?
Yes, power of words.
Awesome. Is the timer clearly visible to you?
No. The timer is not visible.
Zoom Master, can you focus timer, please? Timer and speaker.
Okay, I've pinned the timer. I've pinned the timer. Yeah.
All right. So, mystery speaker, are you good to go? All right then. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope the participants are ready. Now we are going to invite a mystery speaker on the screen. Our mystery speaker of the day, Toastmaster Raj. Decisiveness. Decisiveness, Toastmaster Raj.
My dad was a business leader and a very successful person. So I asked him one day, I asked him this question. Dad, what is your secret to success? 2 words. And now what are those? Right decisions. Okay. And how do I make right decisions? 1 word. And that is experience. And how do I get experience? 2 words. And that is wrong decisions. Good morning, fellow Toastmasters and my dear friends and all the dignitaries present over here. The moment I asked my father the way to become successful, or rather to take decisions that can lead us to become a successful leader, he told me the stepping stone of all that is making decisions. And not just any decisions, but making right decisions. And the moment I asked, how do we make the right one? He has put me into a mega trouble, a bigger problem. And that is how to know whether the decision that I'm taking is the right one or the wrong one. Let's say we do take a decision. How long do we know, and how long will we come to know whether the decision that we have taken is the right one or is the wrong one? And the other question that comes to my head is, let's say I have taken a decision. So do I wait for everything to play it out, or would I come to know before everything plays out whether the decision is right or wrong? And this puts me into the biggest problem of my life, and that is being indecisive. Being indecisive is a mental handicap that I put upon myself. I'm not able to do anything. And as leaders that you see yourself, you could probably reflect upon this, that how indecisive do we get from time to time? Because we don't have the clarity. And that's when I found a Major Vivek Jacob. Who is Major Vivek Jacob? Well, I haven't met him, but I found his interview online. He is an elite special forces of Indian Army. And what are these elite special forces? These are the kind of people who are trained to be in any given situation, in any given circumstances, within the country or outside the country borders. So Vivek Jacob, the Major Vivek Jacob, were narrating a story on this particular incident, on how leaders are decisive and how they make decisions in a very quick second. So they were in an operation outside of the borders into the enemy territory, and they were ambushed by the enemy. And here is where he spoke about one very simple thing and very fundamental thing, that in the training that they have received, so they are well-trained people, right? But in the training, they have never been trained. They have always been trained for strength. But in the battle, no training. In the battlefield, there is only the intent of the other person to kill you. So the situation has changed for them. And here, When they are ambushed, literally all the members of his crew had ducked down and hid. Now, these are the elite special forces who are there to do any job, and they are now hiding because the ambush is going on. The bullets are firing here and there, left and right, and they're just flying all over. And here is where Vivek Jacob looks upon to his left a very senior, a very junior most officer, gets up, aims the rifle, and starts shooting back without fearing about the bullets that are coming towards him. And here is where Vivek Jacob says the most important point, that at that moment, if he had not got up, we would all have had died away. Why? Because that person took the decision. He became the leader of the group that gave courage to the other persons to actually get up and start aiming at them and start firing at them so that they could at least retreat back safely. From this story, I get to know 3 answers that I was looking for about making decisions. Firstly, we never make decisions when we are in an emotional state. Either we are happy or angry, we should never make our decisions. Decisions should never be made in our own self-comfort. It should be made by looking at the benefits of everyone. And decisions should be taken with the highest standards, keeping the end goal in focus, that we have to safely get back. With all of this, I have come to know that what are leaders and how are leaders actually made. Leaders take a decision without thinking that there's going to be a right one or a wrong one, but they take a decision and they are never indecisive of anything. And what they gain in return is experience. And with that experience, they know the next time when they are stepping into a particular situation, whether it's going to be useful or unfruitful for them. And that's how I came to know about my dad's secret, that how he's a successful leader in the business world. Over to you, Toastmaster. Contestant.
Thank you, Toastmaster Raj. Now I would request our participants pens down. Just wait for a few minutes. We are going to send out to you to the breakout room. But before that, Chief Judge, can we get the timing of the speaker from our timer? Chief Judge, are you there?
Contest chair, yeah, contest chair. Sorry, Zoom master, can we take all the contestants to a breakout room, including?
Yes, Chief Judge. The only thing they have to know the timing taken by the speaker. So timer has to confirm the time.
Not necessarily. It's okay, but
it's your decision. It's your call.
Anyway, timer, can you please let people know how much time they take? Speaker.
7 minutes and 33 seconds.
Sorry, we are not here.
7 minutes and 33 seconds.
33 seconds, okay. Now, Zoom master, can you take all the contestants, including the sergeant names, who will time the contestants there 5 minutes once they are settled.
Sure.
The contestant, please, you may entertain once the contestants are moved to the room for 5 minutes. After that, you will get one by one to the contest. And Zoom master, please note that Archer has 2 devices. Both has to be moved to breakout room. Archa, please accept from both the line or disconnect the other one.
And please keep your mics unmuted and cameras on throughout the period you
Just-
are in the breakout room.
Yeah, just hold on until I come back for Archa. Just on the line.
Our timer, Toastmaster Rahma, you can also join the breakout room. You have received a message on your screen. Toastmaster Rahma, if you have any problem, please let us know. There. Contest here, all good. They are in the breakout room. You can proceed if you have anything to go ahead with.
Okay, I'm just waiting for the chief judge. If so, they have already started the time in the breakout room. Moderator, have they already started the time in the breakout room?
I'll just go and come back because the timer is back. All right. Toastmaster Rahma, is there any issue? You are not audible, Toastmaster Rahma.
Chief judge, have we started the
Yeah, yeah.
timing of 5
Yeah,
minutes?
yeah, already started 5 minutes. You may continue.
All right. Okay. So
I
we
need to
have.
do it.
Okay, fine. So we have 5 minutes to keep everyone entertained. Well, I have a few table topics with me. Who would like to give it a try?
Chief Judge, we have timer here in the main room. I believe she should be in the breakout room.
I already managed with Arjun. Sorry, Anirudh.
All right, great. Okay.
Okay, fine. So we can have a quick round of table topics. Anyone would like to give it a try? Chief Judge, would you like to give it a try?
It is time for entertainment. If nobody's coming, let's do it. Go ahead.
So Chief Judge, first question, shall I give it to you?
Go ahead.
Okay, so Chief Judge, for you, a very simple topic. You can't fake passion. I repeat, you can't fake passion. DTM Ramesh.
Absolutely. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Mika Siddiqui. Look at the people around here. I don't think any one of them are made fake attempt to come here to show their passion. They are here for a cause that they really had the passion inside. If they want to fake the passion, I'm sure they must have made attempt to join in another place and made their passion of attending contest here. Similarly, in our life, if you try to make a fake passion in you, you are not going to achieve anything. As we just heard in one of the speeches, if you believe in yourself, put your hard work and work towards that goal that you're setting, and the passion will drive you to reach there. Then your success is in your hand. If you try to fake your passion, it will demoralize you. It will diminish the ability that you can reach to the destination of success. So believe in yourself, try avoid not fake your passion, be sincere in what you do. Success is always yours. Back to Midat, Toastmaster Midat.
Thank you so much, DTM Ramesh, for sharing your wisdom with us. I hope, timer, you are timing our our participants.
Signed and role players, like.
I know. I was going to ask Toastmaster
Hold on,
Sunita,
hold
are you there? Would you like to give it a try? Toastmaster Sunita, are you there? Or how about Toastmaster Kalpana? Would you like to give it a try? Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, Toastmaster Sunita.
കുഴപ്പമില്ല കുഴപ്പമില്ല അതെ 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 എൻ്റെ അടുത്ത് ഞാനും അത് തന്നെയാ പറഞ്ഞത്.
I think
Okay.
Toastmaster Iram is ready.
Okay, Toastmaster Iram, would you like to give it a try?
Yes, bring it on.
Okay, so for you, the topic, I was going to give that to Toastmaster Sunita, but I'll give it to you. So fall 7, rise 8. Fall 7, rise 8. Toastmaster Iram.
Fall 7, rise 8. With this, you just reminded me. My son came to me, not son, Zahra, the 5-year-old. She came to me and she's like, Mama, do you know why a number gets scared of another number? I said, no. No, do you know specifically? I said, no. But do you know why 6 was afraid of 7? I said, why? Because 7, 8, 9. 8, you know, 8, Mama, 8, 8, 8. I said, don't kill the joke. I understood. I understood. So I don't know what 7 is race and 8 is fall. But I do know that whenever you guys would take a number name or any object's name, I have a story with my kids related to it. So I hope you enjoyed.
Wow, that was short and crisp. Thank you so much. Okay, how about our moderator? Would you like to give it a try? Or
I would love to. I was having my coffee. Let me have a sip and then I'll take.
so should we wait for the sip that you're going to take, or shall we call the new participant?
No, that was a small sip.
Okay, so for you, Toastmaster Faisal, the topic is start with the end in mind. I'll repeat, start with the end in mind, Toastmaster Faisal.
Contest chair, fellow Toastmaster, and dear guests. A very good morning and happy Friday. When I say happy Friday, I already planned what I'm going to do in this whole day. For 24 hours, as I'll get up at 5, and I know how I'm going to finish at 9 and 11 and 12. Our life is not complicated, but if we do not plan, it's going to be complicated because we haven't set any goal for a day. We haven't.
Sorry to interrupt Toastmaster Faisal, but I believe our first contestant, Toastmaster Lisa.
Please go ahead with the contest now. Contestant already here.
Sorry to interrupt. Okay, so Toastmaster Lisa, are you good to go? Is that the position in which you're going to present your speech?
Good to go.
Okay, so the way I'm going to call you out on the screen is that I'm going to call out the number, contestant number, your name. I'll repeat your name again, followed by the contestant number. And without saying anything further, I'll hand over the stage to you. All right?
Thank you.
Okay, so Toastmasters, our first contestant, Toastmaster Lisa. Toastmaster Lisa, contestant number 1. Over to you.
Thank you, Midat. I have listened to the beautiful speech, beautiful about decisiveness, and I have mentioned some strengths and some weaknesses that I would like to share. So that gives us opportunity to improve and learn. First, I will start with the strengths. I really like the opening that was about a question to his dad. It was not only a great opening because of the question, it was also great because it was personal. And there was a catching word in one word, experience. And I noticed that the body language was really amazingly done. In different roles as himself and father he was speaking, which made it very lively, and it was very special. I haven't seen this body language type before in our meetings. So I really enjoyed that. Then also I like it that there was a lesson in his speech, because we have learned something, and the tone was clear. It was a right tempo and it was not fast. It was on the right pace. Another strength which I saw was that he was using opposites. For instance, right and wrong, decisive and indecisive. And he was not only doing that, he was also stretching on those opposites, on the main words, and repeating them. That made it very clear and very catching. So I have seen even more than that, because I've seen many questions that were asked to keep our attention, like, for instance, how long, or do I wait, or do I know before it plays out? So great to see those questions coming. Then I can see the middle part of the speech, which was, in my opinion, I have found some weakness in that, which we can improve. Example was given of the elite, catching word elite, and the army forces, and the power of the story in the end. I felt it was a little bit like a candle that was slowing down, or a candle was burning down. Story was too long in the middle part, and the answers, also 3 answers, they were not distinguished properly. 1, 2, and 3 answers were giving. They were not divided, like firstly, secondly, thirdly, for instance. Overall, I have mentioned to you many strengths, and another strength in the end came back, that he came back to the story about the dead. Sorry, the time was long, 7 minutes and 33, and I'm already speaking long. So thank you, and over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Lisa. We are now going to observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Timer, please indicate once 1 minute is over. Thank you. Thank you, Tamer. Now we are going to invite our second evaluator for the day, Toastmaster Naveen, on the screen. Toastmaster Naveen, is that the position in which you are going to present yourself?
Yes.
All right, just to ensure that the connection is stable, could you please repeat the test phrase after me? Never give up, because great things take time.
Never give up, because great things take time.
Awesome. So I confirm that you're audible and visible. Is the timer clearly visible to you?
Yes, I can see the timer.
All right then. So Toastmaster Naveen, the way I'm going to invite you on the screen is I'm going to call out the contestant number, your name. I will repeat your name again. I will say the contestant number, and then without saying anything further, I will hand over the stage to you. All right?
Sure.
So are you all ready?
Yes, ready.
Okay. Contestant number 2, Toastmaster Naveen. Toastmaster Naveen, contestant number 2.
Thank you, Toastmaster Midat. The speaker's topic choice for speech and expressing it in a comprehensible way itself is a big achievement. expressing the story, and there is another story within that. It is an amazing achievement. So the first story is about explaining about the decisions, when to make and when not to make, and how to make the right decisions. But the speaker has added a short story and making it even more beautiful about Vivek Jacob, a military officer, and how he made the decisions at the right moment. The speaker has used his tone properly and stressed the right words during the speech. Also, speaker has not only told how to make decisions, and he put when not to make decisions, in what situations or what scenarios we should not make decisions. That is like, we should not make our decisions when people are in angry or are in too happy mood. Overall, it is a very good speech. End to end, speaker has carried the momentum from beginning to the end, and he put the story where the audience can understand it and understand it very easily. At the same time, I have few recommendations to a speaker where he can make amendments to improve the story in a better way. The first one is the pauses are more appropriate, but in some scenarios, okay, the pauses are very long. For example, he was explaining about after Allied military forces, and then there was a long pause. One more suggestion is timing. Okay, it is even though speaker has tried to achieve it, there is little extra. If we can make it within that allocated time slot, it will be good. Sometimes the rate of speech is too slow. Okay, it will be more word by word. It is good to hear, but at the same time, it is not a flow of speech. It will increasing little bit rate of speech is also good here. Using quotes during the speech, okay, so it will also help. Okay, so to give you an example, decision comes with mental strength, and mental strength by putting ourselves in the right situations. Okay, these kind of sentences will help okay, to make the story even better. And there is a sentence where the speaker has used okay, useful or unfruitful. Okay, there is nothing wrong grammatically, the semantic way of looking at it, but I do suggest using this something like rhyming words, useful or useless. Okay, which is more good to hear for people actually, and people catch the sentences very easily. Okay, that's it. And over to you, Toastmaster Nida. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Naveen. We are now going to observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Timer, please indicate once 1 minute is over. Thank you. Thank you, Tamer. Now it's time for us to invite our third participant on the screen, Toastmaster Archa.
Thank you, contest chair.
Hello, Toastmaster Archer. Is that
Yeah.
the position? Just give me a second. Is that the position in which you're going to present yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, just to ensure that the connection is stable, I will give you a test phrase. Please repeat after me. Never give up because great things take time.
Never give up because great things take time.
Awesome. Is the timer clearly visible to you?
1 minute. Who?
Rahma is the timer.
What is her picture? Does
It's
she have a
the-
picture?
Yeah, it's the usual timer one. Do you want me to request the moderator to pin it for you?
Yeah, please, please.
Moderator, can you please assist her?
I would request Arshil, she can go to participants list and type timer, Timer, you will find her.
Okay.
Are you able to see
Yeah,
her now?
got
Archer?
it, got it, got it.
Okay, so Archer, the way I'm going to invite you on the screen is that I'm going to call out the contestant number. I will say your name. I will repeat your name again. And then I'll say the contestant number again. And without saying anything further, I will hand over the stage to you. All right? Are you good to go?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Contestant number 3, Toastmaster Archer. Toastmaster Archer, contestant number 3.
Decisions are stepping stone to the right road in making the right decision. As Toastmaster Raj's father told him. So I feel Toastmaster Raj, he excelled in great gestures. Also, he made great stage usage by enacting each role, showing his conversations about decisions with his father very well. He also had appropriate pauses where it was needed. He had a great vocal variety with good, which was quite good during the storytelling session with his father, or whether it was his storytelling about Major Vivek Jacob. There was a great conclusion on how decisions should be made as well. Now, Toastmaster Raj, I feel, could have improved on the issues. There were some internet issues in the beginning, which I noticed. Also, there could have been there was a lack of preparation. I feel I observed, because Toastmaster Raj was thinking before each sentence. Also, I feel the pauses, long pauses, could have been avoided for his speech. In between every sentence, there were some long pauses as if he was trying to remember each sentence. So overall, it was a great speech, topic on the basis of making decisions. But I feel he could have excelled. He excelled in his great gestures, in his stage usage, in appropriate pauses, in vocal variety. Also, great conclusion in his speech. What things I feel he could have improved is that he could have checked his internet well before joining the meeting. He could have had there was a lack of preparation. I felt there. He could have prepared it beforehand very well. He could have also avoided long pauses, and also he should, I feel, work on his vocal variety, and also I feel he should have avoided taking long pauses. Thank you. And over to you, Toastmaster Middat.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archer. We are now going to observe 1 minute of silence for the judges to mark the ballots. Timer, please indicate once 1 minute is over. Thank you. Thank you, Tamer. Now it's time for us to invite our fourth participant on the screen, Toastmaster Joanne.
Thank you.
Toastmaster Joanne, is that your speaking position in which you're going to present your speech?
Okay, yes.
Okay, just to ensure that the connection is stable, I'm going to give you a test phrase. Please repeat after me. Never give up because great things take time.
Never give up because great things takes time.
Awesome. So I confirm that you're audible and visible. Just a quick check. Are you able to see the timer?
Yes, I can see. Thank you.
Okay, so Joanne, the way I'm going to invite you on the screen is that I'm going to call out your contestant number. I will say your name. I will repeat your name again, and then I will say the contestant number. And without saying anything further, I will hand over the stage to you. All right? Are you all set?
Yes.
Okay. Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Joanne. Toastmaster Joanne, contestant number 4.
Thank you, Toastmaster of the day. And I feel so lucky, and it's amazing to hear Toastmaster Raj to share his story. I mean, not only story, the most important is he present some strategies, and also to like how we can get the key to success. It's amazing. And I love the one how Toastmaster Raj to open his speech by first in the opening give us the brief picture, so make the audience feel okay. That's what I'm gonna to hear. That's very interesting. Especially it reminded me, based on my background, I'm from China, so I'm influenced by the yin yang theory, and yin and yang, and you present the from the use the question like how we can make the right decisions from our experience. But how we get our experience from making the wrong decision, it's yin and yang theory. And from this part, I already feel like make me feel excited and want to hear more about your speech. So from this point, you did a very good job. And also, I like the way you step by step, like the teaching, like the great teaching techniques, you try and engage in the audience, because that's every question you propose, you give to the you mentioned actually is also the question from the audience. So from this point, you stand with the audience, you engage the audience very well. And the obvious part, like your tone, when you made your speech, your tone, your volume, and your eye contact, you stand well, and you feel comfortable, appears comfortable with yourself, and give the provide the inside this environment of sense security. You really did a great job. And I from my personal observation, I feel I was lost when I hear your story. We know that story is the most important part. Like you give the context, and then give the details about the personality, the characters, and then describe the details of the story. I feel in this part you can improve, and because I know you're almost there, just try a little bit harder, you will get there. So you can really engage. When you say get up, you can use your body to use the more gestures to engage the audience, to let them in the story. And thank you for sharing with us your take-home message, like how to make the good decisions, always to benefit everyone, not stand your own to keep your own benefit. And also, when you have emotional, don't make decision. And when you make decision, stand high with high standard in the big to see the big picture. That's the 3 message I take it, and I feel it's so useful to me, and I believe it also useful to the audience today. I feel you are doing great job, really. And I see you, I heard you, and you really tried hard. Thank you for what you shared with us today. The 3 take-home messages and your speech. Thank you, Toastmaster Raj.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Joanne. We are now going to observe 3 minutes of silence so that the judges can gather the results, since we have come to the end of evaluation category. So timer, please indicate me once 3 minutes are over. Thank you. Thank you, Tamer. Chief Judge, do you need more time or shall we
No,
proceed?
thank you. Please go ahead.
All right. Thank you so much, Chief Judge. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, with that, we come to an end for our evaluation speech contest for the annual club contest of Universal Toastmasters Club. Now it's time for us to dive into the next category, which is International Speech Contest. Yes, TTM Rahim?
We need to share the participation certificates and then picture also with contest.
Sure.
Let me share the participation certificate.
All right, so we are going to share the participation certificates.
You can see the screen.
Yes, now we can. So congratulations, Toastmaster Lisa, for participating in the evaluation speech category. You can change.
And it's not changing?
No, it's not changing.
Oh, let me see why. Now?
Okay. Yes, so now we can see Toastmaster Naveen also. Toastmaster Naveen, congratulations for participating in the evaluation speech category. Okay, and congratulations Toastmaster Archa for participating in the evaluation speech category. And Toastmaster Joanne, congratulations for participating in the evaluation speech category. Thank you so much, DTM Rahim. Well, now I would like to invite all our dear participants to come on the screen so that we can take a quick picture. Our test speaker can also join, Chief Judge.
DTM Sujil, please switch on your camera. We will keep judging here. Yeah.
Okay, we're waiting for Archa and our Chief Judge. Okay, now we have Archa. Now we're just waiting for our Chief Judge to join us for the picture. Okay, there we go. Who is going to take the picture?
Yes, I'm going to take picture. Okay, ready?
Just let us know so we can smile.
Yes, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay, thank you very much. Over to Toastmaster Medha.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, participants. All the best. With that, again, I'll repeat, we come to an end for our evaluation speech category, and it's time for us to dive into the next category, which is International Speech Contest. To conduct this, we have someone who has been associated with Toastmasters for last 5 years. By profession, she is a teacher. And today she is here with us to conduct this session. I hope our contest chair, Toastmaster Hawabi, are you there? Yep, there you are. So Toastmaster Hawabi, the screen is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Medha. A very good, happy morning to all of you. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the club, Universal Toastmaster Club, Area 56, Division P, District 105, for the International Speech Contest. All the contestants have confirmed their eligibility for the contest. They are all aware of the speaking areas, the contest timing, and location of the timings. Is it okay? Each contestant will be present 5 to 7 minute speech on the subject of their choosing. And here we have only one contestant contesting today for this international speech category. How I will conduct the session? I will introduce each contestant by announcing the name, the speech title. At that time, please join me with the applause as they enter the stage. Our today's Chief Judge is DTM Toastmaster Ramesh Menon. So shall we proceed with the contest? Are we good to go?
Yes, please go ahead.
Yes. So here comes our only participant. The contestant of today's contest is Toastmaster Rahim Mohammed. Okay, sir. Toastmaster Rahim Mohammed. The speech title, Are You Busy? Are you busy?
Can you please check his audio video?
Yes, okay.
Time and visibility.
Yes.
Okay, Toastmaster.
Yeah,
okay. And you can live. I'm audible?
Yes. Yeah, you're audible. And can you see the timer? You can pin the timer, please.
Yes.
Timer, are you aware of the contestant? Okay. So everything is fine? Okay. Again, I'm repeating, Toastmaster Rahim Mohammed, are you busy? Are you busy, Toastmaster Rahim Mohammed? Over to you.
Timing is 5, 6, 7.
6, yes, 5, 6, 7, yes.
Son, are you ready? Yes, Uncle Ali. Son, can you check my mobile? It is not working. Uncle, it is working. Oh, then my son, maybe he's busy with his work, with his family. I saw disappointment on the face of Uncle Ali, but he was giving the benefit of doubt to his son. Dear Toastmaster and guest, are you busy to make 1 minute call to your old father who didn't buy new clothes for himself on Eid or Diwali because he was so busy to fulfill your demands? Are you busy to sit with your mother and hold her hand and ask how you are feeling, mother? I don't know how Uncle Ali accepted that painful truth that there is no fault with mobile, but he's not priority of his son because he's not beneficial anymore. Uncle Ali, he's always take care of Aftab. He was trying to fulfill his old demands. I still remember when Aftab demanded to have a bike and Uncle Ali bought for him a bike so his son should not walk 1 kilometer to go to college. And I was thankful to Uncle Ali because he provided us conveyance to go to girls' college, which was 10 kilometers away. Uncle Ali was caring and loving father. One time, after completing the college, Aftab demanded he wanted to go to USA for further education. Uncle Ali sold his own bread and butter, borrowed some money from his relative and sent him to USA. Aftab didn't come back and also stopped to call their parents. Are we really busy to forget those helping hands who believed in us and who have made us something from nothing? I was speechless when I met with my teacher. Someone asked me, do you know who he is? I was shameful. I met with my teacher after 20 years. I saw numerous questions in the eyes of my teacher, but I had only one answer. Sir, I'm really sorry. I was so busy. Human being has achieved massive success and world has become global village. We can connect with world just with one click, but we are losing our values and our characters. We have learned successfully that how to use other persons and then forget them forever. Last year, Uncle Ali passed away. I called Aftab. He couldn't come because of suspension of flights. But he wanted to talk with his father, but Uncle Ali refused. I saw the tears were rolling down from Uncle Ali's eyes. And after a few seconds, these eyes closed forever. My teacher is healthy and I always call him at least once in a week. I ask him, sir, how you are feeling? He always says, I'm feeling proud. God bless you, son. I'm thankful to God who has given me chance to learn a lesson at the right time so I could repair my relation. I'm pity on Aftab's situation. He didn't get the time to repair his relation. Now he has learned that he's not busy to make a call, but no one is on other side to attend that call. Dear friends, life is not a race. It is a journey. Enjoy it and connect it with those who has some contribution to your growth. Because you would not be alone when you're celebrating your achievement. Dear Toastmaster, I have a question. When did you call last time your father, your preacher? When did you sit with your mother and ask how you are feeling, mother? When did you meet with your mentors and well-wisher and call them and ask about their health? I am sure majority has same answer. I couldn't because I am so busy. Are you really busy, or these people are not on your priority list? Over to you, Contest.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rahim Mohammed. 1 minute silence for judges to mark their ballots. Timer, are we done? Okay. Thank you. Thank you. With this, we complete today's international speech session for the club, Universal Toastmaster Club. With that, I'm handing over the podium to Toastmaster Medad. Over to you, dear.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Hawawi, for elegantly conducting the session. I would request our Zoom master to take a picture of our contest chair, our participant, and chief judge, please.
Okay. Okay, ready? Thank you.
Thank you so much, TTM Rahim. Well, I'm sure that you have enjoyed the session of table topics, retaliation, international speech. Now it's time for us to lighten up the mood with some humor and make you laugh. To conduct the session of humorous speech category, we have another lady with a charming smile who has won hearts by reaching to the division level for debates. She is associated with Landmark Toastmaster Club, and today she has graced the event with her presence by taking up the role of humorous category contest chair. So please put your hands together for Toastmaster Aranika to conduct the humorous speech category. Over to you, Toastmaster Aranika.
Thank you, Toastmaster Medad. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, you are.
Thank you. Respected Chief Judge, District Director, Program Quality, members of the club, and my dear friends, a very good afternoon to all of you. Well, it's time to get your toes tickled and stomachs ached because it's time for humorous speech contest. And it is my privilege to be your contest chair for the same. Before we move on, let me tell you the purpose of this contest. The purpose is to provide an opportunity for the speakers to improve their speaking abilities and to recognize the best as an encouragement to all. An opportunity to learn by observing the more proficient speakers who have benefited from their Toastmasters training. At this point, I request our judges to please switch on your cameras and let your grace shower upon us. Please join me in welcoming our Chief Judge TTM Ramesh. Thank you. Before we move on, let me tell you some rules. Contestants will have 5 to 7 minutes to deliver the speech. Contestants will be disqualified if the speech is less than 4 minutes 30 seconds or more than 7 minutes 30 seconds. The contestants will be informed of the timing by signals. For the benefits of the audience, the timing signals shall be as follows. Green light will be turned on after 5 minutes and will remain thereafter. Amber light at 6 minutes and will remain on thereafter. Red light at 7 minutes and will remain till the presentation is completed. No indication will be given to the contestants if they exceed the time limit. Timing will begin with contestants and if they exceed the time limit, they will be disqualified. Timing will begin when the contestants first definite verbal and non-verbal communication with the audience. It has been confirmed that all the contestants are eligible to contest as per the Toastmaster Contest Speech Rulebook for Toastmaster session of 2021. After each contestant has finished, there will be a 90-second silence for the judges to complete their scores. Please put on your microphones at this point. Protest may be only entered by contestants to judges, either Chief Judge, Toastmaster Midhat, or myself as contest chairs. Once results are announced, all decisions will be final. Now, let's meet our contestants. We have 3 participants today. Please allow me to introduce the contestants in speaking order. They have been determined by the draw of lots. Dear contestants, please show us your smiling faces, switch on your cameras, and unmute yourselves. So, now is the time to welcome our first contestant, Toastmaster Lisa, speaking on the topic of ho, ho, ho. Stage is yours, Lisa. Please go ahead. But before that, please say the test sentence. Never give up because great things take time.
Contest Master, this is your moderator. I should interrupt here because we have to make sure contestants are in the room and they are in the speaking order. Before we proceed, we have to just announce their speaking order so we can make sure, just for the benefit of judges.
All right. So the speaking order will be Lisa speaking on the topic of ho, ho, ho. Rahim.
Without the topic, contest here, without the topic, you can just say number 1 and number 2 and number 3, so on.
Okay, number
and
1
you have
is
to
Lisa.
repeat twice.
All right. Number 1 is Toastmaster Lisa. Number 2 is Toastmaster Rahim. And number 3 is Toastmaster Archa. I repeat. Number 1 is Toastmaster Lisa. Number 2 is Toastmaster Rahim. And number 3 is Toastmaster Archa.
What about Toastmaster Joanne? She's not participating?
She's not participating anymore. So we have, yeah.
You may go ahead. Before you hand over the stage, kindly make sure contestants are audible, visible, and the contestants can see the timer.
Sure. All right. So I start with Toastmaster Lisa. Can you see the timer signals?
Yes, I can see it.
All right, we can
Thank
see
you.
your beautiful smiling face. And please repeat after me the test sentence. Never give up because great things take time.
Never give up because great things take time.
All right. Please.
I can start now.
You have to introduce a speaker, speech title, speaker name.
Okay, Toastmaster Lisa, the stage is yours on the topic of ho, ho, ho.
Thank you. Ho, ho, ho. Wow, what an energy is coming from these words, the power of words that we are speaking about today. And it is almost Christmas time. So ho, ho, ho. And get ready. Get ready for Christmas. This is what we love this season. And I would like to ask you to mention how many times I'm repeating this ho, 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 and feel the power of these words. Ho, ho, ho. And some words, they have different meanings. Ho, ho, ho. It is a Christmas. And it is also something in my language, it's saying stop, 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 stop. Ho, ho, ho. In my language, it means stop, stop, stop. Last time, when we saw the amazing speech of Toastmaster Raza, we have learned a new concept about different hats, wearing different hats. And I would like to implement it in my speech today. Look at this one. It's a very small one. Okay, I can clip it in my hair. Now I have a few more. This, it is, as you can see, a panda. Okay. And please follow me, ho, ho, ho. Keep listening to me. I have a winter hat as well. On top of that, becoming cold. And an orange hat. This one I would like to use to inform you that we have different roles. When we have different roles, we change our behavior. And that's why I keep repeating ho, ho, ho. Because during this Christmas season, we are going to do shopping. Of course, Dubai shopping season, Dubai shopping festival, everywhere we are doing shopping, ho, ho, ho. Getting ready for Christmas, shopping for clothes, for food, for gifts. And now I would tell you again, another meaning of ho, ho, ho. It means stop. And I will use this hat. This hat is for the different meaning of ho, ho, ho. Because if you're going to the shops and every time you buy new products, I know that you get offered plastic bags. Everywhere in Dubai, you're getting plastic bags. And I am advising you now, from now on, ho, 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 when you get your shopping done, you go to the cashier, you will pay and bring your own bag because it's much better for the environment. We are wasting a lot of plastics nowadays. So I would prefer you telling them, ho, 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 I have my own bag, and switch this one to this hat. Ho, ho, ho. I'm not going to use all this plastic. That is not what I want. I do not want to pollute the environment. So can you imagine now your first day of shopping? Okay, we are going to the shop. And what do we see? We see such beautiful Christmas sweaters, Christmas shirts, some clothes, some gifts, some perfumes. I want it all. I want to spoil my family this season. So I'm going to take a few things. Now, I will mention to you something. Remember this. Recycling plastic can save up to 2/3 of the energy required for producing plastic from raw materials. The average time that a plastic bag is used for is only 12 minutes. So when you will go to the shop and you come to the cashier, ho, 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 I found my shopping products. And then on the cashier, ho, 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 I am not going to use the plastic bag today. I brought my own shopping bag because the average time that a plastic bag is used only for 12 minutes. Can you imagine how much waste there will be in this world if we continue using plastic all the time? And these animals in the sea, they are even eating the little plastic pieces of plastic. Only 5% of the ocean has been discovered. Imagine all the plastic that has been transferred to that ocean. Okay, so again, another day. We have to go to the shop again because we need to buy the food for the Christmas dinners. And now I'm going out to the shop and I find all the foods in whichever supermarket you will be. And on the end of the queue, when you reach the cashier, there is someone bringing you so many bags. They will pack it for you, all of it, separate bags for food. Ho, 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 my Christmas food is delicious. It looks amazing. I'm going to prepare it. Ho, 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 I'm not going to use any plastic bags. This season, I put on the orange red hat. I am telling them, ho, 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 no. And spread the word. Spread the word. Talk to your family and friends about why it is important to reduce plastic in our lives and the nasty impacts of plastic pollution. Now there is an app as well that we can use. It's called Zeeloop, and we are recycling plastic bottles. With the app, you can do the same. I hope that this Christmas wish will remember you of wearing the hat for Christmas. Where is your Christmas hat? Tell me, are you going to find one? I hope so. Enjoy your Christmas. Ho, ho, ho.
Thank you, TM Toastmaster Lisa. Well, let me put on my hat in thanking you. Ho, ho, ho. We shall remember this speech. And thank you. Now we have a 90-second silence for the judges to mark the speaker. Timer, if you could just indicate the same. Okay, may I go ahead, Chief Judge?
Yes, please. Yes, yes, please.
Okay, so now we have our second contestant, Toastmaster Rahim, speaking on the topic of Mr. Corona. I repeat, the topic of Mr. Rahim's speech is Mr. Corona. Toastmaster Rahim, before you go ahead, I would say the test sentence. Please repeat after me. Never give up because great things take time.
Never give up. Great things take time.
Can you see the timer pinned up?
Yes, I can see.
Okay, so we can see your beautiful face. Toastmaster Rahim speaking on the topic of Mr. Corona. Please go ahead, Rahim. The stage is yours.
Hello. Hi. Oh, I think you didn't recognize me. Thanks to Mr. Corona. How many times you have come under this situation? Thanks to Mr. Corona, who gave an opportunities to delay the payment of our lenders. Good morning, Toastmaster and guest. I'm not big fan of Corona. This pandemic has affected individuals directly and indirectly. Millions have lost their jobs. Having said that, every difficult situation brings some opportunities. Corona has brought some opportunities and some confusions. Because of Corona, we got quality time to spend with our family. But if you are married and you see the same faces all the day and every day, then I can pray for you. Because of Corona, our vocabulary changed. We learned the word, switch on your camera, switch off your camera. Host mutes our mics. Nowadays, hosts are doing voice job. Because of Corona, we can attend a lot of meetings virtually at same times while you are cooking, eating, or beating your kids. Last month, I visited Pakistan. One of my relatives who invited me for his son's wedding. The statements on card was, "Dear Rahim, you are invited to attend the wedding ceremony on 15 December. Dinner will be served at 9 p.m. In the bottom of this card, in bold and capital letter, it was written, "Stay home, stay safe." I was so confused. It is an invitation or warning from health department. In 16 years of my career, I didn't get full day of sick leave. Whenever I send message to my boss, "Sir, I'm feeling good. I'm not feeling good. I want to take one day off." Immediately he sent a message, "Rahim, please take some medicine, take little rest, and come on office because we have some urgent work. I need to discuss with you." But thanks to Mr. Corona, this time when I send message to my boss, "Sir, I'm not feeling good, but don't worry, I will take medicine and I will be there in office afternoon." Immediately he called me, "Rahim, hi Rahim, how you are feeling?" "Sir, I'm good." No, I notice you have throat infections, so no need to come. You can stay at home. If you want to take one day more off, no problem. I will handle it. I will manage the work. I was so surprised. I have little headache. How I got throat infection? After a few days, our company issued one memo that any employees who has fever, flu, and again he's coming to office, then 10 days will be deducted from his and her salary. These things give me opportunities. I wrote to my HR department, "I have Corona. I want to 20 days vacation with paid vacation, 20 days paid vacation. Please approve within 2 hours. Otherwise, I will come to office and shake hands with everyone." Dear Toastmaster, we as human beings are adaptive creature. We can live under scorching sun and we can survive under -50 degrees. This Corona, this pandemic will go away. We will meet again physically, and husband will get various option of glamour. My sick leave again will be shortened, and we will remove the face underwear and force to pay our dues. So stay home and stay safe. Over to you.
Thank you, Rahim. Let's have 1 minute silence for the Chief Judge to mark. All right. Thank you, Rehma. Chief Judge, may I go ahead?
Yes, yes, please.
All right. Now it's time for our third and final speaker, Toastmaster Archa, speaking on the topic of bewildering Bollywood. Toastmaster Archa speaking on the topic of bewildering Bollywood. Toastmaster Archa, can you see the timer pinned up?
Yeah, I can.
All right. Please repeat after me the test sentence. Never give up because great things take time.
Never give up because great things take time.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have Toastmaster Archa speaking on the topic of bewildering Bollywood. Over to you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, Toastmasters and distinguished guests. You must be wondering why I'm posing like Shah Rukh Khan today. It is because today I'm going to rant about Bollywood, bewildering Bollywood. Since I grew up in India, like any other Indian kid, I grew up watching Bollywood movies. Bollywood movies for so long have been full of magic and devoid of any form of logic. What is the need of logic when there is magic? Ask the Bollywood producers who churn out these mainstream Bollywood movies. And I always found the way the heroines dressed up very fascinating because they would wear chiffon saris to the snowy areas, and they would also have their hair and makeup done as if they get done by professionals and go to college like that. And also, I also found the way the heroines wore dupatta very fascinating. So traditionally, the dupatta is worn in India with the salwar kameez like this. And the Bollywood heroines would suspend it on their necks. And if somebody would stare at them, they would take it even further as if they're strangling themselves to death. Also, I found even the heroes are no exception. They would go to college in Ferraris, and they also wore leather pants and high-end run straight on the run of clothes. And it took, I could have reconciled with this lack of logic if at least if at least only the affluent ones wore it like this. But even the ones from the middle class and poor families, they would dress like this to college. Also, I feel if at least for 15 years back, the quality of acting was good, and you could reconcile to a lot of these shortcomings to a great extent. But now even the quality of acting has gone for a toss. This is because mainly the actors from Bollywood are from film families and they take their job for granted. they're only concerned about improving their fashion choices and poses rather than improving their acting skills. They don't get the head and tail of acting. If these star kids were to make their debut in Hollywood or even in a regional cinema like Malayalam film industry, yes, I am a Malayali and I am a Malu. So if they were to make their debut in such industries, they wouldn't stand a second chance. So what I've realized is that the quality of acting in Malayalam film industry and the quality of movies is much better because the Malayali audience criticize the lack of logic in their movies, even if superstars do it. Also, all these flair and the fashion sense and style and the poses doesn't impress the Malayali audience. So if the Bollywood movies, if they have to make a mark in the arena of world cinema, and if they have to, it will improve only if the Hindi-speaking audience, who are the major consumers of Bollywood movies, if they start taking their movies seriously and they start criticizing and questioning the lack of logic in Bollywood movies. Also, it will only improve if the producers take the lack of logic and they start correcting their scripts, and they put some time into making good scripts rather than improving the fashion choices of the actors or making them pose for the paparazzis. Also, I feel with the advent of the streaming platforms, now audience can watch movies from around the world in different languages. So if Bollywood wants to improve, then they should take all this seriously and stop being a laughing stock. Sorry if I offended anyone, but stop being a laughing stock only if they improve on their scripts and if their actors take acting seriously rather than taking their clothes seriously. On that note, I conclude my speech. Thank you, and over to you, Toastmaster.
Wow, truly bewildering Bollywood. Archa, thank you so much for an amazing speech. Now we will have 3 minutes silence for our chief judge to mark all our contestants. I request all of you to please maintain silence. All right, our 3-minute silence has come to an end. Chief Judge, may I have your permission to go ahead?
Yes, please.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this was the end of humorous speech contest. I must say, what an amazing contest. Now and with this, even my time as contestant is over. Toastmaster Midat, may I please request you to take over from here? Thank you so much for this. And
Aryan, we can take the group picture with you.
yeah, please. I request all the participants to please switch on the cameras.
And also DTM Ramesh.
Yes.
DTM Suchil.
Okay.
Yes.
I think Toastmaster Midat, can you add a spotlight? I think who is the host?
Yes, I'm back. I just got disconnected for some time.
Yeah.
DTM Ramesh is the host.
Okay, sir. Sir, you are host.
Okay, I will. Okay. Good. Let me assign you as co-host. Let me check. You are co-host anyway.
I don't know why I cannot add the spotlight.
Let me try. Who do you want me to add spotlight to?
All
Lisa,
contestants
and Aja.
Chief Judge.
Okay.
All right, everybody, cheers then.
Okay, I've done spotlighting.
Yes.
Are you able to see?
Yes.
You are left. Oh, why is it that it keeps getting removed?
Sorry. Lisa, she's there, and Archa.
Do we have everyone?
No.
Yeah.
That is.
I think Rahim.
Yeah, yourself also, Mitan?
Oh, just you want me to
Yes.
spotlight myself as well?
Yes.
Do we have everyone?
No. Thank you. Cheer. 1, 2, 3. Ready? Thank you. So may I request all audiences please switch on your camera so we can take a group picture. John, Naveen, whoever want to switch on the camera. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Thanks.
Thank you, everybody. Toastmaster Midat, over to you. Midat, can you hear me?
Oh, sorry, have you already handed over the speech? Sorry.
Yes, we are done with numerous speech contest, and we have had the 3-minute silence. And I have taken permission from DTM Ramesh. So now over to you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Anika, for making us laugh, and thank you so much for the contestant who brought a big smile on our face, tears in our eyes, tears of joy, I would say. Well, it's time for me to wrap up my session and pass on to the next person. But before I end, one thing I'd like to leave you with a thought to more ponder over it is that words are free. It's how you use them that may cost you. With that, I would like to hand over the stage to our president, DTM Rahim, to do vote of thanks and continue with the proceeding of the contest. DTM Rahim, over to you.
Sir Midat, thank you very much, Toastmaster Midat. Thanks to all for your support. Let me share my screen so we can. Thanks to all our role player. Sorry, just give me 1 minute, please. Okay, can you see the screen? Yeah. Toastmaster Medad? Is there something wrong maybe?
It ended. It was there.
Okay, now?
Now we can see. Yeah, we can see
Okay.
again.
Thank you very much. I thanks to Anirudh, our Chief Sergeant Rom, for help us as a Sergeant Rom. And then I thanks our MC, Area Director Toastmaster Medad. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Medad, for your support. And next is Toastmaster Farhan, the contest chair of table topic. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Farhan, for your support. Again, Toastmaster Medad Siddiqui for contest chair of evaluation sessions. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Medad, and Toastmaster Hobby, contest chair of international speech, and Toastmaster Arianaka Sharma. Thank you very much. I believe that what she has added the value in our contest. So she also created a lot of enthusiasms in our contest. Thank you very much, madam. And our timer, Toastmaster Rahma Neeb. Thank you very much, madam. She is from Pakistan. Throughout Pakistan, she helped us on Friday morning, afternoon. I know in Pakistan it's lunchtime. Thank you very much, madam, for your support. And our Zoom master and moderator, Faisal Jamil, is from Kuwait. Thank you very much, sir. And there are two ladies. Without them, it would not be possible to have that successful contest. Toastmaster Iram Rizvi and Toastmaster Medad Siddiqui for an event organizer. And then we have Chief Judge, first Toastmaster Sujil. Thank you very much, sir, to have you here. And our own DTM Ramesh Menon. When we chartered that club in 2020, and it is our fifth contest, and it is fifth time he's our chief judge. So what we do, only we change the date. We remain his name, and inshallah it will remain forever, because when he's helpful. What I miss about him, his warm welcome whenever we meet. Go, Rahim, how are you? And also your guidance throughout Toastmaster journey. Thank you very much, sir. With that, I believe you are ready with result, sir. Okay, I hand over to you for result. Thank you very much, and thanks to all invisible judges. Over to DTM Ramesh.
Thank you very much, DTM Rahim and Toastmaster Medad for conducting Universal Toastmasters Club contest, and it went very well, so meticulously, though short crowd, but bigger impact we had. Thank you. And first of all, second thing, let me thank all the honorable judges who put their effort to listen to all the speakers and give the good judging. Thank you very much, judges, wherever you are, in whatever form you are. Really appreciate. And all the role players who did a very good job. Timer, Toastmaster Emma, I think she is from Pakistan, all the way from Pakistan, she is guiding us the time. Thank you very much, dear. Good, appreciate your alertness, giving right time, right color at right time. And Sergeant Nams and all the contest chairs, Toastmaster Medad, Toastmaster Hawaii, Toastmaster Mariniga, Toastmaster Farhan. Good job, well narrated contest. And all the participants, hearty congratulations to all of you. You are basically the winners. Only the numbers serial will make one or two here and there, but in short, you are the champions of the Universal Toastmasters Club. Keep continuing speaking and making champions in future Toastmasters that is going to come to your life. God bless you all. Now it is time for us to come to the reality. In any case, there has to be a winner to be declared so that your club can be represented in area level, division level, and district level to bring the crowds to your club. For that, now we had 4 segments, table topic, evaluation, international and humorous. And all the segments went well. And since table topic master is not here, I would like to give the international speech contest chair, Toastmaster Hawaii, with Before I call upon Havavi, I would give the opportunity to Toastmaster Midat to announce the result of table topic winners in absence of Toastmaster Farhad. Toastmaster Midat, it is your privilege to announce the result of table topic winners.
Yes, sir. So I have the names. Thank you, Chief Judge. For table topics, the third place winner goes to Toastmaster Joanne. The second place winner is Toastmaster Lisa. And the first place winner is Toastmaster Archa. Unfortunately, there was one disqualification, right, Chief Judge?
Yeah.
Apart from that, these are the three winners. Congratulations. Over to you, Chief Judge.
Very good. Thank you very much. Similarly, even in evaluation also, we have one disqualification of time, but nevertheless, let us get the result from our international contest chair and replacing one with our Toastmaster Havavi to declare the result of evaluation contest.
Good afternoon, all. The results are with me. Good wishes to all the winners. The third place is secured by Toastmaster Lisa. Applause and drum rolls, please. Second place secured by Toastmaster Archa. And the first place is secured by Toastmaster Naveen. With that, good wishes to further levels in area, district and further. With that, I would like to end up. Over to you, Chief Judge.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Havavi. That was very good. Now we had international speech anyway. Toastmaster Rahim has already qualified to represent the club within the time limit accorded to him. He could accomplish the speech. So since lone participant, he is automatically declared as a winner. Now next segment we had was humor. Congratulations to all the winners, including DTM Rahim. Now it is time for us to declare the result of our humorous speech contest, and put your hands to welcome our humorous contest chair, Toastmaster Aranyika, to declare the result.
Hello, everybody, once again. And I have the results with me. Thank you, Chief Judge. The third place is secured by Toastmaster Archa, speaking on the topic of bewildering Bollywood. Yay! Second place is secured by Toastmaster Lisa, speaking on the topic of ho ho ho. And the first place is secured by Toastmaster Rahim on Mr. Corona. Huge round of applause, guys, for all our three winners. Thank you. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Aranyika. It was nice. Thank you very much for all the contest chairs and all the members of Universal Toastmaster Club. Hearty congratulations to the winners and all the participants. And may this club flourish with more champions in the coming years, coming days to come. Wishing you all, everybody. Toastmaster Joanne, you have been very good role player and excellent speaker. Continue.
Sir, I think area level first and second will go, right? Because we have only 3 clubs.
Then area. Definitely two participants will be there. Yeah.
Yes, first and
second.
Yeah.
So you need to, now international only one can go.
Yes.
No more nomination.
Okay.
So others, you two have to be prepared. So good luck to all of you. With that, I conclude the Universal Toastmaster Club 2021-22 annual club contest from judging point of view is concluded. With that, hand over the stage to President Toastmaster Rahim. Back to you.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. With that, we conclude our meeting.
And I also have to thank our DTM Sujil, who has been co-chief judge for me, assisting me all the way. Unfortunately, he had to leave for another commitment that he had at 12 o'clock. After this contest, he left. So thank you, DTM Sujil also.
Thank you. Thank you very much, DTM Sujil. Thank you very much, DTM Ramesh, Chief Judge our contest, and Chief Judge DTM Sujil. Thank you very much. With that, we conclude our club contest and have a nice day. And our next meeting may be on 7th or 2nd January, because there is weekend is going to change, so we will announce soon. Thank you very much, all contestants and all participants, or all winners. Good luck. And if you want to ask something, we are here. I just stop the recording, or if you want to exit, you can do it.